I do. Here we go again. Now the idea of these videos is I'm transferring these from my old channel I used to have called the Boozy Man Review. Unfortunately, I can't get in it no more. Usual thing. I don't know. I can't remember the password, and I don't know what blooming email I used. So it was a right performance. So I've learnt my lesson, and I write everything down now in my little book, my little black book. So I don't forget in future. And now you can back up with your phone. So anyway, this one is when we had a trip to Bridgnorth. It was a Boston afternoon. Sun was shining, and we'll check out a couple of pubs. This first one here is the Arp. Was the Banks's house. Since I've done this, it's changed hands again. When we was here on this day, there was a chap here, and he was well into his music, ex-DJ like myself, and he had a cracking setup inside. You'll see it in a minute. But we used to come over here when we were kids. We used to do a bit of night fishing and that. Like it was up on the bus. It was always a good day at Bridgnorth. Had a lot of fun over there, me and my mates when we were younger. So let's have a pop in the pub here, and we'll have a look. They've got a courtyard at the back, smoking area, which is part of the course now, since they banned the smoking. Nice little garden area, covered in. Well, it's more of a yard than anything. So this is where you go and have your ciggy, outside toilets. Um, on this day, we'd done a couple of pubs because, as I say, it was a cracking day. The weather was nice. Here's the outside seating area. We come in the afternoon, so it was a bit on the quiet side. Even got a TV look for you, if that's your bag. It was a bit on the quiet side, but we'd like a drink in the afternoon. Me and the good lady wife. You see, he was well into his music, karaoke, um, and memorabilia on the wall. If I remember right, I think he was a big Elvis fan. There was some Elvis pictures up there. Here we go. Some of the ales. Not. I used to like the Sunbeam, but that was one of the first to go for the Sunbeam. So he's stuck for whatever they got on tap at the moment. There's your fizzy drinks again, if you're into that. I can't remember what I had. I think we'll have a look in a minute and see what I had to drink. Here we go. It's a bit of nostalgia. Look, some of the old photos, Marilyn Monroe, rock and roll. It's a shame, really. As I say, it's been took over now. I don't know whether he went on to another pub. So here we go. Here's the beers. Banksy's Bitter, mild. You can't get that no more either, can you? It's a shame, mate, how these things change. I was an M&B man when I was a youngster. There's his cask sales of the week. I knew there was Elvis somewhere. There he is. Big Elvis fan, rock and roll fan. As I say, he was a DJ, so loved his music. So we spent a bit of time in here, had a good look round. As I say, at this time, the easy gear here, look, nice setup, virtual DJ. He did have a go, but I don't know what it is. They find it hard now, don't they? I think I know what it is. It's the greed of the landlords. Any time you start doing well with your business, what they do is up the rent. So you don't stand a chance, do you? But as I say, it was a pub we enjoyed. The beer was always okay. I wouldn't say I went in here a lot, but we went in a few times and we did have a good pint. So there you go. That was the ARP in Bridgnorth. It's split into two aids at Bridgnorth, as you know. You got High Town and Low Town, and at the moment we're in the High Town. So we'll have a walk down the road and we'll see what we come across next. Here we go. As I say, you can see it was a cracking day. Now we're in an Alden's pub now, the Golden Lion. Another old pub. Well, they're all old pubs. It's steeped in its history. It's Bridgnorth. I think Time Team done a dig here, they on the old castle site on the hill there. So we had a little nip in here. Be cruel not to, wouldn't it? I do like an Oldens beer, to be honest. We got the local by us, one of the locals by us, the station. That's Oldens house. So let's have a nip in and see a bit of artwork on the wall. Yeah, that's true. Eh? There you go. There's a bit of what we got here. I think that's the Olden sign. Eh? It's some old pictures. That's the brewery. So yeah, anyway, let's have a look. I think we were in the lounge first. Yeah, here we go. Or was this the bar? Now this is the bar. I think it might have been a Sunday afternoon. Look, they got the snacks on the bar. The glow, I like the glow. Bitter. Special can be a bit strong, and you got the mild. And it looks like they had a guest ale on there. Your fizzy drinks once more. Um, Again, it was a nice pub. It was a nice visit. There was enjoyable conversation with one or two of the locals. So yeah, if you're in Bridgnorth, pop in there. Um, Now the idea is on this channel is to do a few of these videos, various pubs, some music locations as well. And as I say, hopefully we want to have a little bit of fun along the way. I'll be doing some more camera work this weekend on a few other ideas I've got. But if there's any pubs you want me to go and have a look at, or you would recommend the beer, just let me know, and we'll have a pop over. It's always an excuse to go for a drink, eat. So yeah, we're up for that if you are. These I've got a couple more coming back from my old channel. It was the Boozy Man review. If you want to check it out on YouTube, but you'll find these first 3-4 videos I'm putting up are just what I'm dragging over from there. So I will be doing, as I just explained to you, I'm going to be doing some new ones. So let me know what you think, and of course, always subscribe and press the notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it helps to keep the channel going. Anyway, we're just checking outside the smoking area again here. There's a couple of locals out there again. Had a good chat, nice and friendly. Next time I come over here, I want to go downtown because I do like the Forester's Arms. That's a good one, and the wine. You got a few down there, down the low town, which we'll be trying out. But as I say, it's best when you got the weather over here. Okay, I'll leave you there. As I say, if you've got any ideas on how to improve the channel, or you think there's some items I should pick up on, let me know. I want to introduce you to a few of the local characters in the not too distant future. He's got his saucy postcard collection. Look, we always used to send one of them day from Blackpool or wherever we went for the day. There were some good ones there. You're going for a Jimmy, and you could be in there for half an hour reading the old the seaside postcards. But as I say, it's a novel thing, and this is what I like about some of these boozers. Some of the ideas they come up with to attract your attention and keep you going. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. As I say, hopefully we've got many more to come, and you won't get too fed up of them. Anyway, I'll leave you go now, and as I say, subscribe and like, and I'll talk to you again soon. Cheers for now.